Yesterday, I was in a discussion with one of the property buyers. This property buyer has made some mistakes, which I have learned from, and I think if you're looking at this video, you should also learn from them. This mistake has costed them over $100,000, and this mistake was because they were not aware about market cycle. You would have heard about buying at the right time in the market, and people say market cycle. This is more of a professional jargon for someone who is doing it for the first time, or even if you have been doing it. Let us discuss about what a market cycle is. On my whiteboard, I will explain it to you in the simplest of language. There could be more complexities. If you are an advanced property investor and you already understand market cycle, you can skip this video because this might not be for you. This is ABCD of market cycle. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so I'll show you with an example. And this person who had purchased the property, they purchased the property in Ballarat, and they purchased the property in the year 2022, which was just at the peak of the market cycle. Let's take that as an example. So this is your time, and this is your value, property prices and timing in the market. Now let's talk about 20s. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and right now we are in 25. So this is overall 10 years, and let's make an assumption that the prices were 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, and 700. This is a fair assumption. So 200k, 300k, 400k, 500k, 600k, and 700k. So these are the prices in the market, and this is the timing in the market. So let's make an assumption that property market was around in 2015. You could buy something for 200k. So the property markets, usually you would have heard that property market keep rising organically, which is right. As the population is increasing and many other factors are there, the property prices on an average in Australia increases from 5 to 7%, and this happens normally, and this happens in this graph as well. So as you see, the prices in Ballarat are going easy, steadily, and let's say 2017, 2018, the prices have gone up to 300, 400, 2022 comes, they are pretty much going steady, and in 2020, your COVID happens. Now, at the time of COVID, you would know that banks wanted to run the business. What they did is they dropped the interest rates. They dropped the interest rates to 2%. People were not going out, were not working, and what they wanted is do shopping, and property was one of the shopping part as well, and they started buying the properties. So what happened is when more people started buying properties, and there were less properties, like more demand and less supply, that is when the prices started going up. So in 2020, the graph just kept going up like this, kept going up like this. So at one point of time, the property prices where they were buying, they touched about here, which was about 600k. Now this is year 22, mark that. Year 22 was the peak of this market. I'm talking about Ballarat, and this is a fair assumption, 600k. It could be 500, 550k as well. This is just an example. And then after this, the prices went down slightly, and this is also called correction. So I'll come to this correction later on, but let's talk about the market cycle. So the market was going steady, and then it went up and then it went down. So market cycle means if someone had purchased a property at this point, they were good. If you have purchased a property at this point, you were still okay. It's a small thing because you were still okay. But if you have purchased a property here, you are not okay, because after this there is a correction which is going to happen, and then this person who has purchased a property of 600k, now they are wanting to sell. They are probably getting 550k for this property. Now the reason they want to sell this property is because they are thinking that, you know, I made a wrong purchase, and something which I purchased for 600k is right now at 550k. Should I keep it or should I sell it? I did not make any advice to them, because that is up to them. Because when you sell a property, there are costs involved. Because when you purchase a property for 600k, you paid a stamp duty, you paid overhead expenses as well. That property would have costed you about 650k. If you're going to sell it for 550k now, that is $100,000 loss. So you need to understand when you need to enter in the market. So these are the spots where you should enter, and this is what you call a market cycle. That market goes through a cycle like this, up and down. You need to enter in the beginning of the market cycle boom. I hope this explanation helps you understand what a market cycle means, and you'll be careful in your property transactions. Take care of yourself.